Thanks for keeping it here with Fox 4. We are on Stormwatch Southwest Florida as a low pressure system is expected to bring wind and rain all throughout the week. And we're in this especially fragile season. So many of us dealing with Hurricane Ian recovery and rebuilding. Even the preparations for this storm season could be very different.
Yeah, Fox 4 will be watching out for you throughout this process. We have followed your journey already in recovery and resiliency for the last 8 months. Well, this week, as it does mark the beginning of hurricane season, we are going one step further with real-time advice on how to prepare your home, including if you're still dealing with damage tonight. Also, updates to forecasting technology for future storms and guides for what to do if we get hit again, because as we know, all it does is take one.
Hurricane Ian taught all of us the terrible lesson of what storm surge is, how dangerous, how quickly it can get there, as Hurricane Ian flooded our coastline.
Yeah, tonight Fox 4 meteorologist Katie Walls helps us better understand the dangers that comes when that ocean rises.
Storm surge. It's the deadliest part of any landfalling hurricane. Here in the state of Florida, it took 41 lives during Hurricane Ian, 36 of those here in Lee County.
9 out of 10 fatalities in a hurricane are related to water. Half of those are storm surge.
On Fort Myers Beach, the storm surge reached 10 to 15 feet above ground level, flooding first and second story buildings, taking lives and livelihoods.
The 1935 Labor Day hurricane was the last time Florida lost as many lives, and it paralleled our coast all the way north and south. And it caused storm surge up to 7 feet across all the barrier islands across the entire western coast of Florida.
So what exactly is storm surge? It's the abnormal rise of water forced onshore by strong winds in a tropical storm or hurricane. When meteorologists predict 6 feet of storm surge, that means I'll be entirely underwater. Plus, you have the tides and waves on top of that. The most important thing to know about storm surge is that you don't have to be in the forecast cone to get hit.
The cone, again, is only for the center of the storm, but the impact spread far away from that, even far away from the cone. And that's why often, or almost always, the watches and warnings for hurricanes and for storm surge will extend away from the cone.
As was the case in Collier County, where 6 to 10 feet of surge flooded homes and businesses. Of the 5 reported deaths in Collier, 3 occurred from drowning and storm surge.
That's why from early on, we were already sending out storm surge watches and even storm surge warnings for Collier County, despite the fact that the cone really didn't shift into Collier County.
Dan Noah and Robert Moyeda are warning coordination meteorologists with the National Weather Service offices in Tampa and Miami, and emphasize not focusing on the forecast cone, but a storm's impacts.
If you have a relationship with the cone, break it off, because that cone isn't doing you any good. It does meteorologists good because it tells us where the center of the storm is likely to be. It does not tell you where the impacts are going to be.
But storm surge isn't just a coastal problem. In Ian, storm surge caused the Caloosahatchee River to rise nearly 8 feet in Fort Myers shores. That's 23 miles from the coast, flooding homes and leaving people to pick up the pieces. To know your vulnerability, you need to know your evacuation zone. And you can find that out by heading over to our website, fox4now.com. Click on Hurricane Center. I'm on Fort Myers Beach. Certified meteorologist Katie Walls, Fox 4.
And that is a perfect segue to this. With the context of Ian, including that storm surge, Katie just said it, deciding when to evacuate now has a very different meaning for so many of us. Yes, it is a big decision, and it does mean a lot of planning. So where to take your family, pets, and all your essential supplies. It could be a friend or family member's home, or another city, or a local shelter. But we know it could also be hard to tell when you should exactly evacuate. Well, the National Hurricane Center is talking to us about the evacuation process, and they say the important thing to do here is listen to the experts.
What we want people to understand is that it's the forecaster sitting at the desk, making the forecast, looking at all those variables like the speed of the storm, where it's moving, how big it is, and saying, you know what, I don't like what I'm seeing.
So that is the National Hurricane Center's Chief Hurricane Specialist, Robbie Berg. He says when it comes to forecasting storms, experts share their predictions with city and county leaders. He explains then it's up to them, those leaders, to make a mandatory evacuation decision. But Berg also says it's important to understand that this information is available to you, the public, so you can use it yourself to help you make that important decision.
So for a storm surge watch, we put those out about 48 hours before we expect the conditions to really deteriorate. And it's to say that there is a possibility of life-threatening inundation from storm surge along the coast, even potentially penetrating inland. That's a significant message that we're trying to put out.
And we're going to show you it right now. This is a look at the National Weather Service's website. The NWS and National Hurricane Center work together to issue storm watches and warnings that Berg just mentioned. Here you can actually see all of the active watches and warnings for all types of weather, including hurricane forecasts. We're talking as early as 5 days out. Now, there is no set rule for when you should start thinking about an evacuation, but really setting aside time right now to consider the factors like the type of home you might live in, and where you live, it really can narrow down those options for you. For example, if you live in a mobile home or RV, or maybe a home that's in a low-lying area that's not built to current hurricane standards, it is worth considering evacuating earlier than others. Also, if you live close to water, maybe your home is more at risk for storm surge risk than homes further inland. Just think back to Hurricane Ian. We know how a hurricane's path can constantly change, that shifting cone there. It is why it's also important to have several different evacuation plans. After all, we saw this even with Ian, even just moving a few miles more inland saved people from that deadly storm surge. So it cannot hurt to start thinking about it now, about having multiple different locations, both locally and statewide, where you can head if you need to evacuate. And that can even be a friend's house inland, or a local shelter, a loved one in another city, even a hotel. So this is a topic our Fox 4 Morning News meteorologist Trent Eric is passionate about. He spent time working to show us how Ian taught us knowing your evacuation zone, even if you don't live near water, is just as important.
Let me tell you why I'm so passionate about you knowing how to read a map like this, knowing where your zone is and what it means when leaders call for an evacuation in your zone can make all the difference when it comes to deciding whether to leave during a storm situation.
We want people to know your zone, and that's not just your evacuation zone, but also your flood zone.
The zones you just heard Lee County Director of Public Safety Benjamin Aves talk about is what he says county leaders reference for an evacuation.
So people need to know exactly what zone they're in when those orders are called for.
Evacuation zones can't be understated. We've had a program in place for a number of years, a Know Your Zone program, where our residents can go online, they can type in their address and know exactly what zone they're in.
Charlotte County Emergency Management Director Patrick Fuller stressed that evacuation point. For those who live inland, it is just as important.
But we want our residents to know where they live and what level of threat they have.
Some of the most vulnerable areas may surprise you. Here in Fort Myers Shores, 20 miles inland along the Caloosahatchee River, they had 8 feet of storm surge. Other areas, such as Harlem Heights, had water pushed miles inland through Cow and Hendry creeks.
I think those folks who live right along the coastline are pretty cognizant, aware of the fact that they are in a red zone. It's those folks who live further upriver, upstream, who are still near water. If you can't see water, it doesn't mean you're not close to it.
That water was a big issue during Ian. 250,000 people were evacuated in Lee County alone, and evacuations are not easy.
There's dangers associated with evacuation. So when we give that order to evacuate a zone, that's because we have enough information to make the really difficult decision that it's time to go. And again, we don't take that lightly. It's because there is a threat to life.
Once you know your zone, have a plan.
First of all, know if you live in an evacuation zone. If you do, that should be right at the top of your plan. What am I going, where am I going to be? Where am I going to have to spend the storm? So, think about that before hurricane season. And then, of course, gathering all your supplies and making sure that you're as ready, that we're as ready as we can be as a community when hurricane season is here, and especially when storms approach.
National Weather Service Warning Coordination Meteorologist Robert Moyeda and Daniel Noah remind you do not have to evacuate far.
Evacuation doesn't have to be hundreds of miles. In fact, it could just be tens of miles. It could be to a friend or relative's house that's just inland away from the surge zone.
A decision we learned from Ian can be the difference between life and death.
For anyone who refuses to evacuate, you are taking your life into your own hands.
I showed it to you earlier. This is a map that's available on the Lee County's website as well as our own. It's a real-time map that lets you zoom in and out to find your home, and it will show you what evacuation zone you're in. You can find this in our Hurricane Center. Just head to fox4now.com and click on the Weather Center tab.
Also, the coastal communities and the bridges to some of the barrier islands like Sanibel, Fort Myers, further south to Bonita, also Marco Island in Collier County, can get congested when people try to leave at the same time. And do remember, Lee County recommends staying off the bridges once wind gusts reach tropical storm force conditions, meaning more than 40 miles per hour for the wind. Plan ahead and listen closely to our Fox 4 certified meteorologist to give yourself enough time to get over the bridges safely.
You could just see how slow, a car is going at this time.
These images Fox 4 caught live at about 8 a.m. last September 28th during our continuous Ian coverage of vehicles trying to evacuate, get off the Sanibel Causeway. Those cars and trucks driving on a bridge as gusts were exceeding the tropical storm force winds only about 7 hours before Ian made landfall. And do remember, during storms, surge is not the only flooding threat. In places like Charlotte County, we also saw the rainfall causing the Peace and Micah rivers to go up sharply, which means that even if the storm passed, you may need to shelter in place for longer than you would expect.
Yeah, and surge and rainwater flooding caused issues all across Southwest Florida, as Chris just mentioned, not just where the storm hit directly. For example, this is what Naples 5th Street storm surge looked like after Ian, even in areas that were not directly hit.
We weren't expecting to see so much flooding in the Naples area, and it's something that I feel like in this part of Naples we hadn't seen, at least in a long, long time. So this was jarring to see just how flooded the Naples area did end up getting.
So if you do not want to fully evacuate, even just moving a few miles inland, as we mentioned, is enough to keep you safe from that storm surge. We do know that storm surge pushed inland as far as Goodlet Frank Road. You see it right here. So finding spots in evacuation zones Z or D really are the best places that you can stay safe.
So the big takeaway from all this with having a plan is to have a place. Even if you do not have family or friends in zone C or D or in other parts of Florida, that's also why our counties have emergency shelters.
And so Fox 4 does have a full list, including pet-friendly shelters, by scanning the QR code on your screen here. That will take you to the Fox 4 Hurricane Center. You can also call 211 during an emergency to get more information and emergency assistance.
And again, all this week, Fox 4 is watching out for hurricane season 2023 for you, for all of us, walking with you through the planning and the preparation to make sure that your home and your family is all set for the next big storm.
We have all learned so much, but there is so much to still review. So tomorrow night, what those still living with Ian damage need to know preparing this season.